Hey Soul family, welcome back to the channel. This is the White Feather Tarot, and in today's reading we are doing a message from your future self 1 year from now. And to do this reading, these are the 4 piles for you here today. For pile number 1, you have the Mookaite Jasper. For pile number 2, you have the Amethyst. And for pile number 3, you have the Green Aventurine. And finally, for pile number 4, you have the Mahogany Obsidian Crystal. And this is what it looks like. Very windy today. I'm not sure if you can hear it, but very excited about your reading today. What is your message from your future self 1 year from now? Take as much time to take a look at your crystals and see which ones you're the most drawn to, and this one or these will probably be the piles for you here today. Once you're ready, please head down to the description box where you'll find your timestamps. Click on your times and I'll see you in your readings. Hi, pile number 1. Welcome to your reading. You were drawn to the beautiful Mookaite Jasper, and today we're taking a look at a message from your future self 1 year from now. Can't wait to get into your reading. Let's pick one. I feel it's this one sticking out. Let's pick one card from each of these oracle decks to begin your reading. This one moved. And then we'll be picking a couple of tea leaves before we take a look at your tarot cards. All right, so 4 cards are now ready on the table. I feel like the deck has split itself in this area, so let's take 1, 2, 3 and 4. There we go. All right, my dear pile number 1, let's see what you have before we reveal your tarot cards. So you have potential. Interesting. All right. You have drain. Interesting. Okay. Elephant. A long journey, either physical or mental, will leave you wiser at the end. And you have bridge, successfully overcoming a problem. Interesting. Okay. You have wall, misunderstanding. And you have peacock, beware of great pride. You have runic dice. perhaps it's a chance. We'll find out in a moment. And you have Venus in Cancer with birth. You know, this could be literal for some of you. Maybe some of you are going to have a child next year. Okay, so let's now pick up your tarot deck and find out what is your message from your future self 1 year from now. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Let's keep it till 8. If we need more, we'll always pull out some cards. So, what if we kind of push this a little bit? Yeah, so we have space. Okay, so you have the 10 of Pentacles. What a wonderful card to get right off the bat. Wow. Okay, so you have the 10 of Pentacles. You have the Fool card. Very happy Fool card, and also an exciting one. You have the King of Cups. You have the 9 of Swords. You have the 8 of Swords. The Ace of Wands. The 3 of Pentacles. And finally, you have Temperance. Interesting. Really, really cool cards. I see so much right off the bat, but before we begin, I just want to take a moment to quickly take a look at the energies together. Okay, so I see your future self talking about two things, really, mainly in your reading. And to put things in the right place before we even begin the reading, you're starting off with the 10 of Pentacles, and it really shows that your future self is saying 1 year from now, as you can see, you're in a very comfortable place, comfortable position. I feel with the 10 of Pentacles that you are living some sort of reality that you have manifested for yourself that is making you very happy. It's like you've manifested your world in the way that you want, and you're really standing out, feeling prideful and happy in your future. Now let's now fully explore what your future self is discussing here in detail for you. Let's take the obvious one first. We see with the drain here, something is bothering you at the moment. And I know that this is at the moment and not in your future, because all of your cards are talking about how your future self has overcome it. And you can see here, even with the drain card, successfully overcoming a problem. So this tells me that there is some sort of draining energy in your life at the moment, some sort of issue that you're not sure how to solve, and it's really taking up most of your rest time or your thinking time. And maybe it's taking sleep from you or not allowing you to fully rest, because you have that in both cards, the 9 of Swords and the drain card. And you feel like time is running by, and and as time is running, it makes you even more stressed. And I say that because you know how the rabbit in Alice in Wonderland is always fretful and is always saying, what's the infamous word? Time is running. I'm late. So you feel like time is running and it's really stressing you out, and you're not sure how to solve this situation. We see here vampires in Slavic mythology, which are undead beings. So it's a situation that you don't know how to deal with. Undead beings that continue to roam around the living and bother them. So maybe you're going through an unfair situation or something that you just don't know how to handle because it's out of the ordinary, at least out of the ordinary of what you're used to. But I see that your future self is saying that you've overcome this problem. Let me walk you through how your future self is exactly showing you how they've overcome this problem. Here we see with the Eight of Swords, you know, when we take a look at Alice being stuck, it's when Alice got really big and is stuck in the house and is not sure how to get out of it. It almost makes me feel like you're so stuck it feels claustrophobic. You just don't know what to do. But always remember, with Alice, even within the situation, she's found this potion that allowed her to get smaller and get bigger. So your future self is telling you that you do have some tools around you that will absolutely allow you to take control of the situation itself. Like maybe you're looking for an out when it's about thinking of what you have that will later on you will master with the Temperance card, because in Alice, you know, she now understands how this works. She has a couple of mushroom pieces in her pocket and she knows how to make now herself bigger and smaller whenever she wants. So you've mastered in the future how to tackle the situation whenever you want. You always know how to match the energy of the ebbs and flows of how the situation takes you. I don't know what this situation is, but I can read the energy of your cards. And I see that your future self is talking about how proud they are in regard to taking a chance. And it is taking a chance, within taking a chance, in maybe something you're afraid to take. It is within taking a chance that you finally found your solution or your new beginning that you will later master throughout the year until next year. And your future self has definitely found the solution and is now resting calmly and knowing that they know what to do. But as you can see with the Fool card, it all starts with taking a chance into a world you don't know what's going to happen, but to be excited about taking that chance. And something really interesting caught my attention in your reading. Do you see here? You see a collaboration. Maybe it's about using different things that you have. So, for example, this is like an interesting team coming together. You have the King of Hearts, you have Alice, and you have the Rabbit, right? And each one comes with a set of skills that stands out from the rest. Like, for example, Alice has curiosity, has knowledge of the real and the physical world and how it works. And you have the Rabbit who loves to dig into the details, loves the details and precision, right? And then you have the King of Hearts. Can you see that? Yeah. So the King of Hearts has the authority, has the experience, and most importantly, of course, the resources to make anything possible. So that's an amazing collaboration here. And so your future self is telling you to use your unique resources to make this situation work and not have to like maybe do it. I'll tell you about what I mean by that. Please scrap this last part. So your future self is telling you to use the resources that you have. And you know which one of these your future self is absolutely highlighting. Let me show you. Look at that. Right above the card, you have the King of Hearts. And there is an emphasis here from your future self that you have the resources to make anything possible. The resources, the experience, and whatever is needed to make this possible. So don't look without you. And perhaps the thing is, and that's what I wanted to tell you to scrap, because I noticed it from this card. Perhaps you are trying to match a success story and do exactly what they're doing, and it's not going to work because your story is different. And if you can see here, the candle light in a certain way, but you've got the wand or you've got a wooden stick, and you can light with a different tool. Maybe it's even better for you because it's going to shine brighter. It maybe allow you to do more things than the candle can do in the first place. So I see your future self telling you, you don't have to exactly copy a success story or match the way something is done in how you initially thought it was going to go. Be flexible to use what you have and to see what you have in your pocket, in your mind, in your life, to make that situation work. You absolutely have got what it takes, and it is going to work out for you. And that is what I see as your message first in the first part of your reading. See, the wall makes me feel that you could be, without realizing, be stubborn and blocking out a different way of doing something out of maybe trying to match what you have in your mind. And the biggest message here from your future self is to see what you have in your pocket, see what resources you have, what advantages that you have, and take a chance. That's the most important thing. Take a chance and stop worrying about time running out or what's going to happen to you, because as you master this energy, get into the unknown, see what you have, you're going to master this whole situation, and you're going to be very happy in your future. Not to mention very proud of what you've done. You're gonna display it so proudly, and maybe even that's you shining so bright in the future. So that's the first thing that I see your future self telling you about. Now, the second thing here, with potential, it looks like maybe you have an idea that's brimming in your mind, or maybe you were presented with an opportunity, or you're about to be presented with an opportunity, or perhaps you are about to start something that has great potential, or you're already started something. Please take it how it resonates, but there's definitely here energy forming. So your future self is telling you what you're about to embark on has such a powerful potential, you have no idea. It's gonna make your life so rich and so good in the future, you cannot even begin to imagine the type of success it's going to give you. But your future self is telling you that this is, I don't want to say a long journey as in like it's going to take forever, but you have to accept that it is a journey that you are going to be building bit by bit that's going to work out great for you. And your future self is so excited because obviously your future self is there in the future. Now we can understand timing. Looks like 1 year from now, you're very happy and things are absolutely working out. So if you have an idea on your mind, if you have already started something or been presented with something, or none of these, know that something is coming. In all cases, know, whether this has started or not for you, that in a year's time, one thing that has started as energy has turned out to be some sort of great prosperity and blessing for you. Okay, before we end your reading, it just hit me that your future self is even leaving us nuggets of information here in your runes. So how about we take each combo and see what your future self is trying to say. Right, so here you have Dagas, the Dagas rune and the Gebo rune. The Dagas is, potential in something new. Gebo is a gift. So here we can clearly say your future self is telling you that there's clearly a gift coming from the potential of something new. This is like unbelievable, right? So that's clear. We already have seen that. Now here we have the Ewas and the Nothis. And the Awaz is a trusted friend. So you might have a trusted friend or a companion. This could be a spouse, a partner that you have, or a best friend. And the Nothiz is tenacity. So the combo here would tell me that in regard to a connection that you have in your life that is important to you, your future self is saying, put in the work, be tenacious, because there's going to be a lot of trust between the two of you in the future, and it's going to create a beautiful bond. You're going to create a beautiful bond together. So be tenacious and patient. And finally, you have the Ingwaz, and it's really funny. The Ingwaz, part of the meaning, one of the meanings of the Ingwaz is fertility, and look at that. So this could mean for some of you, you're literally have a child next year. Maybe some of you will be pregnant, or maybe you will talk about a child or decide to have a child. I know it's specific, but please take it how it resonates. It doesn't have to be a child. See, Ingwaz could be fertility of something, like you want to start something. And Suz is communication, right? So there is this mysterious message of good communication will be able to make something fertile or to begin something. So you're being advised greatly from your future self to have great communication or collaboration, because it will bring you a gift in your life. So if you don't know what this is about yet, because it's a bit vague, wait until it shows up in your life and you will probably understand. Sometimes, you watch something, you get a message, you don't know what it is, and then when it starts happening, you're like, so that's what it was about. Or maybe you already know. So good communication brings out something valuable. Also, connect better with a trusted friend, and you have the potential of having a great gift in your life. My dear pile number 1, these are the messages that I can see in your cards from your future self 1 year from now. I truly wish you the best of luck. May you have a wonderful future and a wonderful next year. This was your reading, and if you've enjoyed it, please give me a thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel so that you never miss a reading that I upload. And I do post readings nearly every single day. And my dear pile number 1, thank you so much for tuning in, and I'll catch you in the next reading. Bye. Hi, pile number 2. Welcome to your reading. You were drawn to the beautiful amethyst, and today we're taking a look at a message from your future self 1 year from now. And looks like this card was also standing out, so I'm gonna take it. All right, so we're gonna be using these oracle cards to see what the message is. I try to keep it as diverse as possible so that we get an accurate message of what your future self actually wants to show you and let you know about 1 year from now. Also, this one stood out. It's really interesting how the cards are standing out today. All right, so let's open it. All right, finally, we've got your card from this deck. All right, let's pull out your tea leaves. You do have timing. Actually, interestingly enough, you have 2 timings and a red card standing out. Let's see what this is all about. All right, and we'll keep your tarot deck to the side for now. How about we place this one here? Wow. So right off the bat, you have relaxation. This is the harvest moon. So it could, if you're watching the reading now, the harvest moon is in the fall. We are in September. So there's like a dual message here of something about now and something about a year later, even if you're watching this later. Okay, I'm so tempted to look at the times in this case. So you have November, right? Makes sense. It is a month during the fall. And you also have, whoa, July. Okay. Let's now pick up this card. So you have dance. Ha. Okay, I love this card. And how about we put the tea leaf here? You have woman, dealings or relationship with a woman. All right. And we can take one of these. So yeah, that one we saw, Jupiter in Scorpio with manipulation. And you have Venus in Aries with lust. And Moon in Capricorn with practicality. And you have flamingos. Wow. All right, how about we place this one here? Ah, yeah, we saw that one. And you have portal. And I love this card. It makes me feel like it's almost you're going into another world. Very exciting cards so far, my dear pile number 2. Let's now explore your tarot cards. So, what is your message from your future self 1 year from now? What is your message from your future self, my dear pile number 2, 1 year from now? Okay, let's find out together. Oi, this one moved. I am going to take it. We can even start with it. So, whoa. So you have the Page of Cups. Right. You have the Knight of Wands. You have the Ten of Pentacles. The Two of Swords. Right. You have the Page of Wands. 2 pages. Wow. Looks like there's a new chapter here. And you have the Six of Cups. The Eight of Swords. The Seven of Wands. And we have one final card. Where do we put it? Do we have a place on the table? I actually don't think so. So let's keep it closed for now. And we'll open it in due time. Okay, so my goodness, there's so much going on here. What does your future self want to tell you as your message? Your future self 1 year from now. Well, I do see something straight away. I see your future self kind of telling you to relax and soak up all the energy now. Like, try to take as much time to relax and enjoy your time now, because things are about to get wild moving forward. Especially starting from November up until the next summer, it seems. So let's explore what are all these wild events, because with 2 pages it looks like you're starting a new chapter of your life, maybe even 2. And there's so much going on here. Okay, taking a look at your cards, I think the 2 pages here are talking about 2 separate stories that your future self wants to show you in today's reading. And we see 2 separate or 2 parallel things happening to you from perhaps within this year, November up until July. And like I said, things are going to go so fast for you moving forward, starting this year, that your future self wants you to learn how to dance the dance of life. Like, don't reject all these grand changes and feel overwhelmed by them because of all of these new things happening in your life. But your future self wants you to learn to navigate through it and dance through it. And by dance is to enjoy it, but learn the rhythm and work with it. Work with the rhythm. So I do see two things. I see a page with regard to an offer that you're going to get, and a page of love, and it's so clear here in this part. But of course, take everything as it resonates. I have to read to you the cards honestly with regard to what I'm seeing. So let's take it bit by bit. There is an offer that's coming to you. Perhaps that's what November is talking about here. There is an amazing offer coming to you that you will really love, and I can see with the Page of Wands here, you absolutely spoiling yourself. Perhaps it's going to be a lucrative offer. Maybe your company is giving you a larger offer, or maybe you're getting a better position or a new job offer, or any type of offer really. It doesn't have to be your work, of course. But I'm seeing you're getting a lucrative offer that is going to feel amazing, and you're going to be pampering yourself and spoiling yourself with this, whatever is coming with this offer. But you want to be careful, because with the Eight of Swords, you have Baba Yaga. So your future self is telling you, be very careful in how you take that offer. Because with that offer, there are some entrapments, but you don't have to take these entrapments. And that's the thing. Why? Because with Baba Yaga, you know, Baba Yaga likes to offer, again, so we have two offers here, likes to offer candy to children, to lure them into the office and take them into their hut. But some children are smart. They know not to go along with Baba Yaga. They take the candy, laugh and run. So you want to maybe take the best out of this offer and stand strong with Seven of Wands, with a strong, you know, voice, a strong character, saying no. In regard to these things, I'm not going to take it. I'm not going to be able to do this. I'm not going to do that. You're absolutely flexible, and you have the voice to reject or talk about the things you don't like. And in that way, you absolutely save yourself from the entrapment. It could also be two offers coming to you, like one that is wonderful and is going to grow by time. Now, I forgot to tell you this part. Six of Cups, this is one offer that's going to spoil you for a very, very, very long time. You may even be getting another offer. Be careful with that offer. You want to take the best out of it and reject or stand strong with what you don't like that's coming with it. So yes, absolutely beautiful chapter here. Whether this is a job offer, or maybe you're a student and you're getting an offer to go to study in a great university, or a student exchange, or whatever offer it is and how it resonates with your life, you're definitely getting an amazing offer that you will absolutely enjoy in the next year. Right, so that's the first thing that we see here. Second thing here, there is no question that we see deeply falling in love. Why? We see the flamingos here, you know, we see lovers, we see lust, we see the energy of a person. To me, woman would represent energy, of course. So feminine energy would be spirituality, would be receiving, receptive, would also be emotions. So if I were to guess, I would think that this is absolutely talking about emotions and lust, and how these factors are, like, I don't want to say manipulating you per se, but you have Jupiter here. It's good luck. It's affecting you. I feel like it has a great effect. It's almost taking you to a magical world. And it's emphasized here with the new chapter. We see Narcissus in Greek mythology, who stares at himself a lot in the reflection of water, so much so, and likes to look at his reflection so much that he eventually drowned. So to me, this is talking about infatuation and love and falling deeply in love. There's no question about that here going on in the next year. But look at that. You do have practicality with the moon in Capricorn. And I was going to say the Knight of Swords, because this Knight of Wands is holding a sword. So in that case, my thought still holds true. Knight of Wands. Oh my God, how did I miss that? Knight of Wands in the context of love is the same thing, like gush of emotion and lust, and it's like something going on strong here. But you want to be careful with the swords, and you want to be practical. Why? And we can see it here in your cards. This is going to be a long journey. Can you see that? And with the aurora up there, it's heavenly. It's definitely otherworldly. And although it's long, every step of it is full of blessings. But maybe it's not really clear, especially in the beginning. And you might have to make with the Two of Swords some decisions that you're not entirely sure about, or you don't know how to proceed with it. There are a lot of thinking with the sword amidst the emotions. So you will have to balance the surge of emotions and lust with practicality and thought. So Two of Swords says you may not be seeing ahead a lot in the next year in terms of how this connection is going, but you want to trust your intuition. Like maybe there are some things, practical things, that you will have to fix or something, or think about. And a lot of the times, maybe you won't know how to do that, and you have to use your intuition and how you feel about it. And take it step by step. It's really the best way. Taking step by step will be the best way. This is the Ten of Pentacles. Right? This is like ultimate bliss and prosperity. And I really get the idea of just taking things slowly, step by step. I also want to tell you something that I've noticed. Right now, this is like the harvest moon, and it couldn't be a coincidence that it appeared in a time of the fall. So that's another message from your future self, that things that you've worked on in the past, previously, are also now going to start giving you a lot of results. Maybe you've worked on yourself so much that this is an offer that's coming, or maybe you've worked on your health, your diet, and we do see that someone's relaxed and that is giving you results. In all cases, think of the things that you have worked previously hard on, and it is now during the fall that it's going to start giving you the results that you want. Great results that you will love. Right, so now we have one card that we didn't open. I'm very curious what it could be for you, my dear pile number 2. Wow. So you have the Justice card, and we have the god Anubis here with the feather of Ma'at, and of course the heart. What could this be saying at this point? See, justice and the dance. You want to dance to the tune of life, and also you want to be very balanced at this time of your life as well. So first advice is to relax during that time now, and moving forward you want to be fair, just, and balanced, and balanced towards yourself and towards others and your work and everything. There's an element of being very truthful, weighing the feather with the heart. the heart in ancient Egypt had to be so light that it would balance with a feather, it wouldn't be heavier than a feather, because otherwise then it would be filled with perhaps dishonesty and things that you don't want to have in the afterlife in ancient Egypt. So it's giving me this strong advice from your future self, is to be truthful to yourself, be honest to yourself, be honest to your heart, and have a pure heart towards the things that you are approaching. Be honest and truthful to you and to others. And that would be the best way to go moving forward. And also, this makes me notice the little bees, and it's also a message of moving forward after this time. There's going to be hard work, so be very organized and disciplined, because it's going to give you a lot of fruit for your labor and hard work. And my dear pile number 2, this is exactly what I see as your message from your future self 1 year from now. May you always live in abundance and prosperity, my dear pile number 2, and have a wonderful and marvelous and magical life. This was your reading. I truly hope you've enjoyed it. And if you have, please give me a thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel so that you never miss a reading that I upload. And my dear pile number 2, I'll catch you in the next reading. Bye. Hi, pile number 3. Welcome to your reading. You were drawn to the beautiful green aventurine. And looks like you actually got 3. Whoa. Today we're taking a look at a message that is coming to you from your future self 1 year from now. So what is your message from your future self 1 year from now? Okay, so to do this reading, these are the decks that we're using. I try to make them as diverse as possible so that they give us different energies, and through them we can find out what different things are your future self, what different things your future self is talking about. All right, finally we'll pick up your tea leaves. I do see a split here, and I do see a month, and these are also coming out. So whoa, so you have 5. All right. Okay, so which card do we put as your significator here? Let's take this one. Whoa, so you have opportunity. And look at the moon. There's an emphasis on the moon in your reading. All right, maybe you want to take a look at the coming new moon. It is a timeless reading, but if you're watching this now, you want to look out for some things happening in your life in the new moon in Virgo. That, I believe, is on the 14th of September. Okay, so whoa, you have purification. Okay. And you have protection. Wow, love your energies. Pile number 3. Okay, did we put them? I think we did. Maybe we can push this one. I do want to leave them this way, so we're just gonna leave it the way it is, and we'll see how we're gonna place your tarot cards. And you have exercise. Interesting. Okay, wonderful. Now let's pull out your tea leaves. So you have scales, keep your life in balance. You have love. You have tortoise, slowly but surely getting ahead. And you have a month, August. Interesting. Okay. And here you have Cain. Pay attention to your health. It seems to be coming very strong here. Okay. You also have Venus in Virgo with discrimination. And you have snail. That slow energy can't be missed here. So let's see what this is all about. Now it's time for us to pick up your tarot cards. We do have a lot of oracle cards in today's reading, but we're gonna let the reading lead us the way it is meant to. All right. So let's see what your cards are. Right. So you have the Fool card. So you have the Page of Swords. The Ace of Cups. Wow, okay. Instantly, I got a message in my mind as I looked at the Ace of Cups. Something is turning out to be even better than you have envisioned. You have the Hierophant with the oldest one. You know, this kind of makes me feel intuitively with the oldest one, an old soul in a young body. And you have the Five of Pentacles. And finally, you have the Seven of Swords. Okay. What is your future self telling you here? What's going on here? As I was asking this question, my eyes fell on the oak tree and the word protection. So I kind of have an understanding that maybe at the moment, and I'm not telling you this to scare you. In fact, I'm actually showing you that this is going to be okay. I think your future self is letting you know that you might have some silly people who think it would be so easy to plot and take something from you. With the vision that they will be blessed and you might end up with nothing. But here you're divinely protected, and the vision is going to turn out the other way around. Perhaps why I thought you have a vision is going to turn out to be even better. So very weird, but I have to tell you what I'm seeing in the cards. It's like some silly people who think they're smart and savvy, who think they can come and take things from you. Perhaps they don't know that you're much wiser than you look. And it's going to end up that you actually get even more than you are envisioning. So that's not going to work here with the protection card, right? And having said that, I do see that your future self is actually telling you what to focus on and what is the warning. Your future self is really highlighting your health situation. You're gonna be okay. Again, you're protected. Things are coming into balance. You're fine. But your future self wants you to know that you want to be taking your journey back to health slowly, because with discrimination, it could be the one thing in your future that could be standing in your way with all the amazing things happening. And it might be later on the one thing that can rob all the happiness and the amazing things that you have. So your future self is telling you, look, you're fine, you're okay, but start from now to purify and to take healthy measures with paying attention to your health and making better choices, also exercising, exercising, taking good care of yourself, loving yourself. Yeah, there is a whole emphasis on not changing everything all of a sudden, because it might be overwhelming, but with the tortoise and the snail, take it bit by bit and start changing, because with these steps that you take now, 1 year from now, even you will feel healthier. You'll feel with the Fool card much younger, with so much energy. And yeah, it's gonna pay off greatly as you take these steps today. But September 14th has already passed. So maybe something did in fact begin, or something is arising at least in your life. There's an opportunity arising in your life, which may come into full fruition by August, perhaps the next year. As you take step by step, take steps to make it work, to make it grow. And by August next year, it could be something amazing that will really stand out. This is the summer rain, the spring rain, clearing out the old and bringing a new, beautiful, bright beginning. So yeah, something that you might be starting now will bring you more than what you are envisioning by the next year. I also see a lot of spirals around the Fool card. And spirals, they mean bringing life force. So I see you next year, fresh, looking young, full of vital energy, strong, vibrant, and looking your best. And perhaps this is why there's an emphasis here from your future self about starting something now, or starting your health routines now. I also see your future self discussing some sort of challenges that you are currently going through, not knowing how to solve, in regard to something that you feel you are lacking in your life at the moment. Something you're trying to figure out. Like maybe with the Five of Pentacles, it's like they have a piece of bread and they're trying to share the warmth, share the bread, and they feel like they don't have a home yet in this card. So here we see a magical trail from where they're sitting, which they cannot see, that is magically leading to a beautiful, warm, cozy home in the background, giving me the idea that your future self is telling you there are some things that you may be worried about that are causing some challenges, and you are deeply thinking about them today, not knowing what you're gonna do the next day about them, or the next month. How are you gonna solve the situation? Where are you gonna go? What are you gonna do about these things that are causing you to wonder and worry today? Your future self is telling you that many things have worked out for you, and you are in safety a year from now, not having to worry about these challenges any longer. And remember, something that you've envisioned today, you've wanted, you're not just gonna get what you want. You're going to be getting something even better than what you've envisioned. Like what you want, even better, is gonna turn out even better. And let's not forget about this love message going on here as well. Here with love, maybe some of you are already in a relationship and it's becoming official, next year with the scales. Maybe you're gonna find love and it's going to be a serious partnership next year. But in all cases, a lot of you are finding love, and if you are already in a relationship, things are stable, balanced, and it's going beautifully, and this love is protected, as you will be seeing next year. Albeit perhaps going a little bit slow for some purification to happen. Maybe you'll be working things out, purifying some things in your connections, adjusting some things in your connection, but nonetheless it is a connection that is protected, which will turn into something super serious next year. In all cases, one of the strong messages that I'm seeing your future self is emphasizing on, other than your health, is that as time goes by, you will realize just how much loved and protected you are, my dear pile number 3. This was your reading. I truly hope you've enjoyed it, my dear pile number 3. It was packed with so many messages coming ahead. If something is happening in your life at the moment and you're a bit worried about, in fact, like from people and things that you're currently worried about at the moment, do know that these situations are actually going to dissipate from your life, and your vision of tomorrow is going to turn out to be much more beautiful than you have envisioned or thought. And my dear pile number 3, this was your reading on what is your message from your future self 1 year from now. I truly hope you've enjoyed it, and if you have, please give me a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel so that you never miss a reading that I upload. I wish you the best of luck moving ahead in your life, and I'll catch you in the next reading. Bye! Hi, pile number 4. Welcome to your reading. You were drawn to the beautiful mahogany obsidian, and today we're taking a look at a message from your future self 1 year from now. And to do this reading, these are the oracle decks that we will be using. I try to keep it as diverse as possible so that it allows us to give the different energies that your future self wants to show you through today's reading. Okay, whoa, all right. That came up in pile number 2. So if you were this one moved as well. So if you were drawn to it, I highly recommend it in that case. Okay, last thing we want to do is pull out your tea leaves, and I can see a combo here. So these are 2, and also 1 just slid out. Okay, so let's keep one of the cards as your significator here. So you have rebirth. We have a lot of Easter eggs here. Okay. And you have predator. Okay. We can see Baba Yaga's house here. And I believe Baba Yaga also came up in pile number 2 from another deck. Wow. If like I said, if you were drawn to pile number 2, I highly recommend it. Okay, let's put some tea leaves here. So you have target, a goal-oriented person. And you have candle, you will be shown the way. And you have grapes, time to go out and have fun. Okay. You also have freedom. Wow, love this card for you, my dear pile number 4. And you have moon in Capricorn with practicality. Guys, at this point, this is the 3rd card that came up from pile number 2. Again, if you were drawn to it, this couldn't be a bigger confirmation here. And you have Venus in Cancer with birth. Yeah, we're good. I think if I move these a little bit down, you'll be able to see your cards better. Okay, so you have plane. Wow. Okay, so much going on. Look at the flying here. And you have mites. Huh. I'm seeing things with mites, two things with mites. The fact that there are some things that you're not seeing that you want to be careful with, that will later have an effect in your life, on your life. And the other thing, it reminds me of the word might. So, not sure what this is saying yet. Let's let the cards take us where they want to take us. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. We'll keep it here to the side. So you have the Justice card right off the bat. Some of you are officially flying here, or like officially changing locations. Like I see passport work, I see citizenship work, perhaps immigration, something like that. You have the 5 of Wands, 7 of Swords. Wow, the Sun card. Like this is going to be a bright move, because here you can see le voyage à travers l'impossible. You can see you're traveling for sure. Somewhere where you thought you wouldn't go or wouldn't happen or something. You have the Ace of Cups and Ace of Pentacles. Whoa, 2 aces, just like pile number 2. 2 beginnings here. Yeah, so there's no question that there's some traveling here going on for you next year, and perhaps with a practicality, it is because of your work. So a bright new, 2 bright new beginnings in your life going on next year. But I do wanna take a look at this Predator and the 7 of Swords energy here. Something's going on here. Intuitively, before we get straight to it, there could be, for some of you, I know it's specific, but I like to show you what I see is specific. Maybe some argument over a house. Someone is trying to take something that is not theirs by force, and there's going to be a positive legal action, course of action taken to protect you and preserve your rights. It's lovely that you will be shown the way. So I do see a difficult situation going on in your life at the moment that will be resolved. This looks like Easter, maybe during the time of change of season. And I see some of you may be going through a judicial conflict, justice battle, law battle. Maybe you're in some legal fight or argument, and it doesn't just have to be legal. You're trying to find fairness from some people who are trying to steal something from you or trick you. And I do see that you will be coming out actually protected from this situation. And this is what your future self is letting you know. So if you're currently dealing with dishonest people in your life who are trying to take something from you by force, trying to take your rights from you, I do see actually that you will be shown the way, and that you're coming out of it next year fully safe. And I see that because here, as you can see, we see Baba Yaga, and we see it with the chicken legs house. And it reminds me of Celia, the beautiful story, who tried to get the light from Baba Yaga once. So the story, very quickly, of Vasilisa, I believe, Vasilisa, was that she was this beautiful daughter of a merchant, and one day her beautiful mother died, but before she died she gave her this wonderful little doll, and she told her to keep this doll, feed her, and make her drink every day, and she will be there by her every single day. So she did that, in fact. And over time, her father got married to another woman who became her evil stepmother. She was jealous of Vasilisa because the merchant seemed to love his daughter more than her own two daughters. And so to reverse the situation, she tricked Vasilisa, and she took her and her two daughters out in the woods one day, and she put out the lights in the hut. She took a hut next to Baba Yaga, and she put out all of the lights in the house and asked Vasilisa to go to Baba Yaga's house and get some light from there. So Vasilisa was really worried, but she took her little doll as her comfort and went all the way up in the dark to this predator's house, Baba Yaga's house. There she met Baba Yaga, and she asked her if she can have some light for her house. So Baba Yaga gave her a couple of impossible missions to do. And she said if she doesn't actually do these impossible things, she would actually kill her. So it was things like separating poppy seeds from a pile of dirt, and rotten corn from good corn, meticulously, all in a single day. Of course, Vasilisa was really worried, and her doll comforted her, told her, don't worry about it, just go to sleep, I'm gonna take care of this. So next morning they all wake up, everything is perfectly taken care of, and Baba Yaga asks Vasilisa, how did you do this? Very angrily, how did you do this? And Vasilisa said, I'm just blessed by my mother. And Baba Yaga says, I hate blessed people, get out of here. And she gives her one of these skulls full of fire to lit her home as promised, and lets her go out of her way. And by the way, as Vasilisa takes this fire to her home or to her hut, it magically burns down her stepmother and children. That's a bad part, but it is part of the story. So my point is, it looks to me like some people came causing you trouble, trying to think they're witty and that they're going to take something from you. This whole situation is going to be reversed next year, as your future self is showing you. You'll be shown the way, just like the light here, and you will be taken care of, and things are absolutely going to be reversed for you, where you're going to come out of this in a positive. And look, you have le voyage à travers l'impossible. It's like a journey through the impossible. So it looks like it's impossible that this would happen, but it is actually going to happen for you. Things are going to be completely different and reversed by the next year. This argument, this fight, the people think they were smart, things are going to come into balance, and you're going to be out of this situation free. And that's why you have freedom here. So do expect a rebirth to a struggle that you are currently going through, and it's going to be like on target. It's going to be really, really good. You're not going to believe how on point and fair this is going to be and how divinely guided and protected you are going to feel as you come out of this, because it seems like this was absolutely an unfair situation. I do see 2 new beginnings happening for you next year with the cups, one of an emotional nature, and with the Ace of Pentacles, one of more of a materialistic nature. So one could be a new positive beginning in anything emotional for you, like love, a new beginning with your loved one, a beginning of a journey that you will love. And another one is more materialistic, like Maybe you're getting a new home. Speaking of homes, maybe you're getting a new job. Maybe you're materializing a dream, making it come true. So expect 2 new beginnings. They're a bit vague. I will try to bring out some cards later on and see what these 2 new beginnings could be signifying for you. But I keep going back to that part. Do know that there's traveling here going on for you next year. Now, mites. What is this saying? So I just noticed time to go out and have fun. Other than your move, there's also flying to have fun. You could, maybe next year you're going to be traveling a lot, having fun, traveling new locations just for fun. And you're going to enjoy that aspect of your life very much. Mites. That's another thing that I want to check with your cards. Birth. Some of you may be getting a new child next year, very specific, but it is there. And this child could be a Cancer or a Capricorn. Again, very specific. I don't know, it looks like your future self is warning you about something here. There are small things going on that you're not seeing that may cause trouble later. So yeah, no, I think we really need clarification on this. Emperor. And it could be coming in something that's very stable in your life. 2 of Swords. No, I need one more card. 3 of Cups. Maybe some of you are indulging so much in something that you're not seeing could affect something that is very stable in your life at the moment. You know, it could be, it really reminds me of like take drinking literally. Like, you know how when you indulge so much in drinking, thinking you have a great body, but then you realize beneath the surface it could be affecting you. A healthy, strong body that you have. So maybe your future self is trying to tell you there are some things that you're not seeing, and it is a result of overindulgence. And you want to be careful, because although it is not affecting your life now, in the future, your future self is starting to see little changes, not big, tiny changes, but it's making your future self realize, oop, I was wrong about the way I saw this in the past, and perhaps wants to relay that message to you. So you're still doing fine, or whatever this is still strong in the future, but I think your future self is a little bit not concerned, but regretful, because although things are fine, your future self is regretful that you misjudged the situation. So please note, yeah, that's why it's standing here alone. There's an overindulgence somewhere in your life, and you may not be seeing that it could have an effect later. I think your future self is telling you everything's positive, it is fine, and that's why we saw the word might. Some things might happen later on in the far off future, and your future self can start seeing little things, and they don't want you to overindulge. They want you to be careful. And perhaps the reason it doesn't have any other cards surrounding it, because I feel your future self doesn't want you to worry about it. These are tiny things, but they want to bring awareness that they've realized it does make a difference. Okay. Birth and practicality. So new opportunities are arising in your life. For a lot of you, it's in the area of the 10th house, in the area of your work or objectives. And this is an opportunity where you're going to work hard, very hard but it will reap a lot of fruit and it will blossom in a way that you will love. It's that type of opportunity where you work hard to make it grow, but once the harvest is out, it is like payday. You will feel larger and richer than life. So this could be signifying for a lot of you your own business, your own private thing. Not necessarily, but I highly feel that this is the situation for a lot of you. It could simply mean an opportunity in your work where you get to work hard, prove yourself, and it's going to reap so much prosperity and results for you. Okay, so the last thing we want to see is the Ace of Cups and the Ace of Pentacles. What are they signifying in your reading, and what does your future self want to say about them? So I feel like this one moved. Ace of Cups and Ace of Pentacles. I think with the Ace of Pentacles, I could be wrong, but we have a birth here of some work, or that will give you a lot of harvest. But let's keep an open mind and check. So Ace of Cups, what is this signifying, please? The Moon. Wow, Two of Cups. So for a lot of you, this is new love. New, deep love with the Moon. Okay, Ace of Pentacles. The World. Wow. Strength. Oh my God, this is a strong opportunity that will accomplish your dreams, will make your dreams come to fruition, because the World card is not just a completion card. It's like completion of a wish finally coming true. So something is finally coming together and you feel like the world is your oyster. You have the power and the capability to do whatever you want. This is two major arcana. This is a major deal. This is a big issue. It's not a small one. And you'll feel powerful. You'll feel like really you have the world with this opportunity. Gosh, this was such a beautiful reading, my dear pile number 4. I truly wish you the best of luck when it comes to the next year. It's looking amazing, especially with an unfair situation that's going on here. So much flying, opportunities, love, things healing, traveling for fun as well. So many things. For a lot of you, even having a child. So all the best of luck with that, my dear pal number 4. I'm sending you so much love. May you have a wonderful life and a wonderful future. This was your reading, and I truly hope you've enjoyed it. If you have, please give me a thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel so that you never miss a reading that I upload. I do post readings nearly every single day. And my dear beautiful pile number 4, I'll catch you in the next reading.